They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Dolgala. And incomplete to open things up. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Dolgala. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Ravens.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, Henry, how much you needed? Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Now Dolgala toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Vincent Smith, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Being chased out left. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Baltimore.
Dobbins running out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll drop the throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Vincent Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Broncos 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Makes the score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, Locke got Gordon open, completes it. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up second and a yard.
Locke working out of the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Locke will try again on second down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second and goal, Locke flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd and goal.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And McManus able to put it through, and that gets them back within 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's Tim.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Shrugs him off, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got a man, that's complete to Hamilton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lock looks to throw it again. He's got his tight end fan. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Lock now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by McManus is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Watch Mike. I'm coming.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alpha.
Now to the air. Rock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing his lock on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And 10.
Now Dogala. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Third down.
And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard.
22, 22. Let's go, defense. Man up, deep. Like 22, he's coming, 22.
Throwing is Dogala. Looking here for Smith downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Block. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Let's go. You tighten up. Like 22 is coming.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's King. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Lock in the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 35 on 2nd down. Lock. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Dolgala. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 96 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56 right there. 56. Hey, that's good. That's good. Mike, 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Brings up third and 13.
From the gun, it's Locke, escaping the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Faking the give to Lindsey, here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Complete. It's second down and 10.
Throwing again. Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Now Locke again. Flush to incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw again. Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Lewis on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Shotgun snap to Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This one caught left side by Cooper. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
The play brings up 3rd down.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely 4-down territory, as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. That's complete right around the 8. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One final try for Locke. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Broncos, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? This means you go first and you go second. Does that make sense? 180! Go! 180!
Cut. 120. Turbo set. Black 20. Go tonight! Black 20! What's that? Tonight! Black 20! Turbo set! Tonight! White 20! What's that? Cut! 180! What's that? Here we go. Cut! 180! What's that?
All right, gentlemen, you must have had your oats this morning because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. If you guys consistently do that, we're going to win a lot of ball games.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington football team. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Brazil. And now look at him go. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 70 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's a party now. Check.
And his first carry, he loses the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one 28 yards on the ground. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 50, it's Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Goff. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Brissett sets to throw it. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Single. Rabbit. 24, go.
From the gun, here's Brissett looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hold on.
They'll run here with Akers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
56. Come on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Oh, yeah.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Rams nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Gibson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Gun.
On play action, Brissett. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And his kick is good.
Makes this Washington 14. Rams nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
4-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Brissett now. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Check 99. Check 99. Whip.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
3 down. 24 is the mic.
A first down throw for Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, Akers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And the Rams first down.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
To the ground and incomplete. He was defended by Jalen.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A shotgun snap for Goff. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
47's a mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Now left side on the swing pass. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down, Los Angeles.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Third and long. It's Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Hey, kill.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll go again here with Akers. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Throws spinning away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Here we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
19. They're running it.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike's 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey.
Now Brissett. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
Kill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down and 4, Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
24 is the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And this time he is in. Yes. Antonio Gibson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes this Washington 28, Rams 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
56, right there, 56.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, it's Gibson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Tiger, Tiger.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, QB, come on. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Hey, watch the lane.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Come on, ready? The mic. 50's the mic. All day, punk. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
You're 19. You're dead. You're 19. You're dead. 2 times. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. 24 is the mic. Get him, get him, get him.
Today's final.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Washington, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.